What is up, YouTube? James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 Back-to-Back Battles. Today we are still using the team created by Matt Carter that got top 8 at a regional championship. Hariyama, Tapu Koko, Tapu Fini, Arcanine, Scizor, and Salamence. A team that's ironically had a really good win streak on camera. Let's see if we can continue it. If you haven't checked out the last episode, I highly recommend checking them out, including the side series, all that other good stuff. Down below in the description, you can go check them out. But anyway, we are going to play around with this team. Scizor has been a pretty fun mon, actually. I've been testing Scizor on a few different teams too as well, and I think Scizor is alright. It's a decent Pokemon. I think it has potential. It's got some really cool tricks. I just like SD Scizor. I haven't really enjoyed using Scizor ever since like 2013, really. I never really liked it in 2015. I mean, the only time I actually liked Scizor was like Mega Scizor back in like some OU. I liked Mega Scizor playing it in OU. But in VGC wise, I haven't really liked it since 2013, and I think that's because of Bug Bite. And even in 2015 when it got Bug Bite, I mean, Heatran was just so common everywhere, and I don't know, like, I feel like Scizor kind of fell down just because it didn't really do much damage in general. And, you know, we had new Mega Evolutions like Mawile, Metagross, we just got a bunch of new Steel types. I think Scizor's place fell a bit down, but Scizor is one of the few valuable Steel types that we have in this generation. Steel, always very important defensive coverage, especially since it's able to resist the new Fairy typing, able to resist, you know, Psychic type attacks. Doesn't resist Dark anymore, unfortunately, or Ghost, like it used to in back like in Black and White days. But you know, if that still happened, Aegislash would have been a very broken Pokemon, being only weak to fire and ground. Yeah, Aegislash would have been a monster without that change. But yeah, Scizor's been a pretty fun Pokemon. I've been testing it around. I like the Sword Sand set. I wouldn't use any other set, to be honest. I just like Sword Sand Scizor. I think having that priority Bullet Punch with a +2 just threatening is pretty nice. I should probably double check if +2 Bullet Punch knocks out Tapu Koko. I still haven't done that calc. I know I knocked out Tapu Koko after Life or Recoil with Bullet Punch, but right here we got extra tricky with a 1600 rating with the team Amok, Tapu Bulu, Arcanine, Celesteela, the Goodra, and Snorlax. Very defensive looking team, so we might be here a while. My opponent doesn't exactly have the most solid answers to Arcanine. So Arcanine is looking like a Pokemon I will want to bring. Like, my opponent really doesn't have much for Arcanine. Scizor is also a really good Pokemon if I can get rid of my opponent's Arcanine. Salamence looks pretty good here as well. It's how do I want to go around this? I think Hariyama doesn't have Poison Jab on this team, so I can't knock out the Tapu Bulu in one shot. I do want to keep... I think I need to bring Tapu Koko. Like, Tapu Koko doesn't do that well against my opponent's team, but I think it would just be solid overall. Yeah, I think Tapu Koko would be pretty solid overall just because of the Celesteela. So, as much as I want to bring Salamence, because Tectonic Rage would be so good here, I think I want to focus more on having ways to check Celesteela in case Arcanine does go down, because I'm pretty sure my opponent's going to be definitely threatening my Arcanine around. Do I want to lead Arcanine is the question. I think I could just go Hariyama, Tapu Koko, because I could probably just get a fast Volt Switch around. I have Tapu Fini and Arcanine in the back. The reason I don't want to lead Arcanine is in case my opponent leads his or her own Arcanine, I'm most likely going to be staying in with my own Arcanine with that Misty Seed boost. And the fact that I'm going to probably be having to take an Intimidator or two is going to stink. So I do want to try to put Arcanine in a position where I only get intimidated once, but probably that's not going to happen. But I could just Volt Switch into Arcanine, so this is an okay play for me. Gonna lead my Hariyama and Tapu Koko here. I do get the Fake Out Pressure turn 1, as my opponent's gonna lead Arcanine and Goodra, so very interesting. I really like Tapu Fini here as the lead. Of course, I don't know what kind of Arcanine set this is. I think I just want to fake out the Gudra and Volt Switch to Arcanine. I just don't know if like Arcanine protects. I kind of doubt it since Gudra. Or I could just Bulldoze protect too, but I think fake out is the best play here. And Volt Switching out from the Arcanine, probably into my own Arcanine is the safest play. I don't care if Arcanine protects, but I do have to get rid of that Arcanine, because Arcanine is the most annoying Pokemon to my opponent's team. Well, that Gudra is pretty annoying as well. I'm probably going to have to get rid of that too. But I will get the fake out onto Gudra. Does a pretty decent amount actually, even after the Intimidate. Volt Switch into Arcanine, weakening that Arcanine, putting it in Thunderbolt range actually. That might be an offensive Arcanine, but I'm going to go hard into my Arcanine. Maybe I could get Misty Seed plus the Assault Vest on that Gudra most likely, because I could thief that Gudra, so that could be very nice as well. We get Intimidate off onto that Arcanine, who's going to fire off a Flare Blitz. Who is it targeting? Tapu Koko or my Arcanine? It's going to be my Arcanine. That does a lot. That's banded. That is banded. That is 100% banded. There's no way you're not banded. So that's banded Arcanine. So what does that mean? Who would he switch into? If he has Tapu Bulu, he would probably switch into Tapu Bulu right here, because I'm not likely to Flare Blitz his Arcanine. The problem is I wish I had a berry to recover with Arcanine. Not having a berry, it's kind of not that great here. I do think Arcanine should switch out. So, would he though? I think just protect Arcanine, scouting what my opponent's going to do, and Heavy Slam his Arcanine is the best play, because if Arcanine wants to go for a -1 Flare Blitz onto my Hariyama, I have Thick Fat, so looks like my opponent is going to make that play. And I do have Extreme Speed on this Arcanine, so I could just Extreme Speed the following turn. Flare Blitz into my Arcanine, so trying to get rid of my Arcanine really badly. Sludge Bomb is going to come out into the Hariyama. Okay, no poison fortunately. And probably expecting maybe Tapu Fini to switch in. Heavy Slam, not going to do anything to that Arcanine. But that's fine. I can just go out into my Tapu Fini, I think, activate my Misty Seed and Extreme Speed the Arcanine here. I don't care if Tapu Fini takes a Sludge Bomb, because Tapu Fini is a pretty bulky Pokemon. I do want to reset this Intimidate on Hariyama, because Hariyama is probably the thing that's going to be hurting this Gudra the most. Kind of surprised my opponent just stayed in with Arcanine and just went for the Flare Blitz, because Flare Blitz wouldn't do too much. Will retreat my Arcanine though, go into Tapu Fini, get this Misty Seed up. And the feature is going to be a bit annoying. Maybe my opponent just doesn't have a switching. As I will get my Misty Seed boost, and we will get an Extreme Speed off. Let's see, how much does this do? It doesn't pick up the knockout, but the Flare Blitz recoil will. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, because Arcanine took a lot. And that's the problem I don't like about Seed on Arcanine, because I think I just enjoy recovery a lot on... Oh, we're seeing Bulldoze. Okay. Interesting. So Bulldoze I should just... nothing I can do about it now. That means Tapu Bulu is probably coming out. I'm not in a very favorable position now. Oh, Muck is going to come out. Okay. Muck is fine, because I could probably just protect my Fini. Okay, getting a Thief off into that Muck would be amazing. So I think that's what I'm going to have to get my goal on. Like, not getting the Muck too low. Getting that Figgy Berry, or whatever berry the Muck is carrying. Just so I can heal back my Arcanine. So I'll send in my Hariyama, which won't take too much damage. And I'll protect Fini, just to scout what my opponent's going to do. Curse is fine. Sludge Bomb is fine. Sludge Bomb is going to go out into my Hariyama. Maybe a double up. Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, it's minimized. Well, I have nothing I can do against that. I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm just going to try to get kills right away. I'm going to go for the Moonblast Close Combat to Gudra, because that should pick up the KO. As we're going to see the Gudra withdraw, actually, and go on to Snort. Oh, oh, my friend. Wait, oh yeah. That Close Combat O-code. Huh, was not expecting that. But then again, I guess it kind of makes sense. I don't know. That Snorlax is not physically defensive. Moonblast, Muck Voids, Poison Jab, into Feeny. Okay. So Feeny's going to take a decent amount. I really need to Fief that Muck. I need to land one Fief because I need to Intimidate and I need to get the Fief. Hariyama is my best way to hit the Muck. Yeah, it's not necessary. Gudra's going to come out. I'm going to Moonblast the Gudra in close combat and hope that KOs the Gudra because I just need a KO on Gudra. Not sure if Sludge Bomb will be able to knock out Feeny, to be completely honest. Maybe Calm Mind was a better play, but I wasn't expecting the Gudra to switch out there. But what's interesting is my opponent didn't bring Tapu Bulu, which I think Tapu Bulu does decently well against my team. But Sludge Bomb's going to come out, targeting down my Tapu Fini, as Tapu Fini does go down. And I'm guessing a Poison Jab's going to be able to knock out my Hariyama at -2. But I should put this Gudra in range at Dazzling Gleam. Oh, that's going to be close. Let's see. Poison Jab comes out into Hariyama. Picks up the KO. This Minimize is going to be the end of me. I do get my Arcanine in for Intimidate. Actually, I have my Z move on Tapu Koko, so this game's not over. I need a bit of prior damage on that Muck, and I could win the game. So I'm going to get this Intimidate off with Arcanine, which will allow my Tapu Koko to survive 1. So if I can land 1 attack on this Muck, I'll put it in range of the Z move. So I'll Extreme Speed the Gudra here, and I'll Dazzling Gleam. Wonder if Poison Jab will pick up the knock on Arcanine. It doesn't look like a very bulky Arcanine, to be honest. So I'm hoping, because of the HP stat, maybe it has a bit of physical defense. I'm pretty sure it has speed instead. So I don't think we'll live the Poison Jab. We would live a knockoff, though. Like, it's going to be hard. I really wanted to Fief off. But I'm probably going to win this game. If I do win this game, I need to hit a Dazzling Gleam onto this Muck. Okay, so Gudra goes down. Dazzling Gleam. Oh, we connect. Beautiful. Poison Jab's going to go out into Tapu Koko, looks like, actually. I guess a Poison... Okay. Oh, it's Black Sludge. How many? 41 to 23. If you're in a Muck, I think you protect here. Can I even predict that, though? I don't think I can waste my time predicting that. I'm going to go for my Z move. Because I hope Z move and I connect a Flare Blitz at the worst case scenario wins me the game. Or maybe I hope that this Muck doesn't have protect because it has Minimize, which could be a possible option. Oh, okay. Should have predicted that. But it's not the worst case scenario. I still have to hit a Flare Blitz, but yeah, this is still tough. I need to connect Flare Blitz. That's like the one thing I have to connect. Unless Thunderbolt knocks out the Muck after Gigavolt Havoc. But I doubt it after the Black Sludge recovery. So we fire off a Gigavolt Havoc here. Into Muck. What does this do? I think the only move that can knock out Muck potentially is that Flare Blitz. And we have to land. If we land both attacks, we win the game. But if we miss one, we're screwed. Well, if we miss a Flare Blitz especially. Because Thunderbolt's definitely not KOing the Muck. Flare Blitz. Thunderbolt. Hope something happens. Maybe Poison Jab doesn't knock out Arcanine, so I'll be able to survive 1. But I'm pretty sure that's max attack Muck. Based on the damage it did to Tapu Koko. Okay, we connect 1. But we need... Oh, Arcanine, Tapu Koko, you rock. You rock. Oh. Get out of here, Minimize. If you people don't know, I just have a really bad memory, bad experience with Minimize. I really dislike Minimize. I really dislike it. I really do. I really do. But Luckily, only getting one stage. I'm surprised my opponent didn't try to boost more. Got pretty lucky there. But yeah, I probably should have expected to protect from the Muck, but I wasn't exactly sure if my opponent had protect on Muck because my opponent never revealed it. That was close. I honestly thought I lost after the protect because I was like, oh, I'm probably going to miss my attacks after that. But luckily we didn't. We have Sea-Doo Blacks. I think I definitely played this player before. I just don't remember. Okay. With the team of Tapu Koko, Arcanine, Kartana, Nihilego, Snorlax, and Gyarados. Okay. Gyarados is going to be a bit tricky to deal with. It's like, how do I want to approach this game? Because there are many different ways I can approach this game. I want my Arcanine in, but I feel like I would want to Thief the Snorlax. Calm Mind Fiend can win, but I think it would take too much setup, especially since my opponent has Kartana, Nihilego, and Tapu Koko. Is my best lead potentially Hariyama Salamence? Like, Salamence can win the game. Or maybe just leave Tapu Koko Salamence here with Hariyama and Tapu Fini in the back. Yeah, I'm going to try it. Because what I'm going to do is scout my opponent's lead. If it's like Tapu Koko Nihilego, I'm going to Volt Switch out into my Hariyama. Click Bulldoze. Yeah, I could just fake out Dragon Dance on my opponent's team. This is going to be a tricky one, though. It's tricky. Because I couldn't bring Arcanine without my seed, I feel like, which is part of the reason why I don't like Misty Seed, because I feel like I don't bring Arcanine as much. It is going to be Tapu Koko Nihilego. Maybe I did play this opponent before? I had to, right? Because I'm pretty sure this was the exact same lead. But I don't remember Garrett ever facing a Gyarados on this team. Oh, I get the Intimidate off, which doesn't matter. I'm going to Volt Switch the Nihilego. Who would be Z-move on this team? Probably Gyarados or Kartana. I would assume the Gyarados. I'm gonna protect and Volt Switch out in my Volt Switch out into my Hariyama. Hariyama is a very safe call here. And then I'll probably fake out either Nihilego or Tapu Koko. Both are viable fake out targets. I think it comes down to what I expect. Gonna protect Salamence here. It's Scarf Nihilego. Okay. Probably should have seen that coming, to be honest. I don't like this. Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Maybe I should have instead hard switched into Hariyama. That might have been the better play. Hariyama would have taken a lot, though. I will just switch into Hariyama, though. I think click Fake Out into the Tapu Koko and click Dragon Dance, because Sludge Bomb won't KO Salamence, or at least I hope. I'm going to have to hope for no poison. And then if Nihilego does stay in, I could protect Bulldoze potentially the following turn. Which is kind of what I'm aiming for. Oh, Coco's going to protect... what if I just fake down Nihilego? No! Maybe I should have just Bulldoze right off the bat. Let's see what the Sludge Bomb's going into. It is going to be a Salamence slot. I need Salamence to not get poisoned here. Nice, we get the Dragon Dance off. Sludge Bomb plus Dazzling Gleam should not knock out my Hariyama, and then I can just click Bulldoze. So I will just click Bulldoze here. Or I could click Heavy Slam. I think Bulldoze is fine here, though. Bulldoze might be able to knock out Nihilego. You know what, I'm going to go for Bulldoze and Protect. Because my opponent can read me Sludge Bomb, Dazzling Gleam, won't KO Hariyama. I don't think Sludge Bomb plus Thunderbolt will knock out Hariyama either. So I'll just protect Mence here. On the Sludge Bomb, into Mence actually, which is interesting. As Dazzling Gleam. Okay, that's actually best case scenario here. As Dazzling Gleam is going to connect with my Hariyama. And I get a Bulldoze off. Nice. And this is going to do a lot. Almost knocks out Nihilego, actually. But we do get the Tapu Koko in range, which is important. Do I need my Z move for anything? I guess maybe Kartana. Kartana is going to be an issue. I think I'm going to Bulldoze for speed control and Tectonic Rage the Koko. Yeah, I'm going to Tectonic Rage the Koko. Because I'm pretty sure Nihilego is going to withdraw, which is kind of what I expected. Oh, into Gyarados. Okay. So Gyarados wasn't the Pokemon I was expecting to come out here. And I will get the KO onto Tapu Koko, which is great, because I thought Nihilego had to switch out, because maybe I could have Earthquaked. That's the problem with this team. It doesn't have a ground type immunity, so I can't just freely Earthquake and switch out. Other than Salamence, which is obviously the one you clicking Earthquake. I will get the KO on Tapu Koko. I don't know, maybe my Salamence in some case is faster than Nihilego. Like, that could help a lot. But I doubt it. Nihilego is pretty fast and will bulldoze into nothing. So I made the correct play because I knew my opponent would either stay in, which I would have been able to get a double knockout potentially, or get a speed drop, but my opponent brought in Gyarados. So if Kartana's in the back, I think I'm screwed either way. I think I just lose to Kartana at this rate. Oh, it's Arcanine. Okay. So potentially, if this Arcanine doesn't carry Wild Charge and this Gyarados, while shiny, might not carry the Z move. How do I want to play this endgame though? I think I want to switch out into Feeny. Just protect Salamence, I guess. I don't know, the way I'm gonna have to play this is gonna be a bit strange. Probably Extreme Speed plus Waterfall, Hydro Vortex, or maybe the Dragon Dance, but need to get Feeny in here safely. I am Bold Feeny, so I can at least take hits from these Pokemon decently comfortable, unless it's Wild Charge, of course, or the Supersonic Sky Strike. Extreme Speed is gonna go into Ment, and we'll see what. It's going to be Dragon Dance, okay. So Dragon Dance is a bit scary. The Z move is gonna be annoying. I'm gonna Calm Mind up and switch out my Salamence into my Hariyama, because I think Intimidate's gonna be helpful, because I need to slow down the Gyarados from doing so much damage, and I'd get to save Salamence at least. The endgame's still a bit tricky. Extreme Speed's gonna go onto the Hariyama slot. Nice. And a second Dragon Dance. Okay, I do not mind this. I do not mind this. So, I get a Calm Mind up with Tapu Fini. Beautiful. Arcanine should not be able to KO my Hariyama with any attack. Flare Blitz won't KO me. Extreme Speed shouldn't KO me. Wild Charge is still annoying, but I think I have to deal with it. And I think I have to make the obvious play now, fake out the Gyarados, because Arcanine's not a threat right here. It really isn't a threat. And I need to boost Tapu Fini to do decent damage with Moonblast. Nice, no switch outs, and Gyarados is going to stay in, so fake out's going to do a lot. Nice. Flare Blitz into the Hariyama, yet I am Thick Fat, so I should survive that. Yes, perfect. Extreme Speed's probably going to go into Hariyama next turn. We will get a Calm Mind up. So now we're at +2, so if we can get into Berry range, we'll probably live to Nihilego Sludge Bomb, unless this Arcanine goes for Extreme Speed. Following that? So I'll just Moonblast the Gyarados here, and switch on to my Salamence. Because I do want to get Intimidate off into this Gyarados. Salamence might be able to live in Extreme Speed, depending on how invested this Arcanine is. And plus, slowing down this Gyarados, because I don't know... It's probably a Z move, but I just don't know what attack it would carry. Probably Z Bounce. Yet I probably will live that because of the fact I'm Bold. And with this Intimidate, so it's only at +1. So it's a play I have to make. Okay, that's going to protect. Does that mean Arcanine has Wild Charge or just Flare Blitz? Roar. Oh, no. Really? Really? That should secure the game for my opponent. I don't think I have a way to stop this Gyarados now. Maybe a Misty Terrain ended. I could have hoped for a crit. I'm going to Dragon Dance up and Fake Out. I have to hope my opponent somehow knocks out Hariyama. Okay, so either my opponent went for Roar. What did my opponent go for? Flare Blitz into what? The Hariyama slot? Salamence. What are you doing? Going for a burn? Well, either way, I'm putting into Extreme Speed plus Waterfall, and that is not good. That is not good. Maybe I should have just started attacking when I was +1, or went for the Muddy Water. I think Muddy Water would have actually been the better play. Gonna switch out Hariyama into Tapu Fini and see how this works. Wow, we've actually... This is a long episode. Just realized it's only our second battle. Alright, so I'm gonna get Tapu Fini in because I'm gonna try to get a Calm Mind Tapu Fini to potentially win the game. Yeah, it's not looking so hot. It's not looking so hot. Extreme Speed into Mence and a Waterfall most likely. Yeah. And yeah, no leftovers is gonna hurt. Maybe I hope for a Muddy Water accuracy drop at this point. Sorry, Dragon Claw and Muddy Water. I'm pretty sure Super Sonic Sky Strike is gonna come out. So Extreme Speed is gonna go into Mence. So Mence does go down. Let's see. Gonna go for another Dragon Dance. Okay, so maybe I do have a chance. Maybe by some miracle I have a chance if I get a Muddy Water accuracy drop. But then again, probably it's Z-move Gyarados, so I'm guessing I don't have a chance. Here's some Muddy Water. Muddy Water accuracy drop on Arcanine, but not Gear. Oh, double, okay. I go out into my Hariyama. I need to get one Calm Mind up. I mean, there is still a way I can win, theoretically. Okay, what happens now is I Calm Mind up. I Fake out the Gyarados. Right? Okay. I have to predict the Z move when it happens. That's what I have to do in order to win this game. So Gyarados is going to protect here. As I will Fake out. Oh, double protect? I don't think you have to do that because even if Arcanine got faked out, you're worried about Muddy Water, I guess? But still, I don't think that's the play. Alright, I get the Calm Mind up. Now I have to predict when the Z move's coming out, and I'm going to anticipate it to be right now, so I'm going to protect my Tapu Fini. Okay, do you go for Z move now? That's the question. Do you go for Z move now? He's at +2. I would, if I was him. I'm going to protect Close Combat, the Gyarados. We're probably just going to see Extreme Speed. And a... I don't know what move you have. Extreme Speed's going to go... Oh, into the Fini. Oh, beautiful. Okay. I called a Z move. It's Waterium Z. Okay. So Tidra Vortex coming out from the Gyarados. That makes it quite a bit easier, I think. Because I'm definitely going to live this with Tapu Fini. No doubt about it. Yeah, like, both Tapu Fini taking that really well. I don't even think that would have KO'd, to be honest, through normal means. Close Combat into Gyarados. Oh, that looks like it's Muddy Water range. And I will go for Muddy Water here. Do I go for Muddy Water or do I expect Gyarados to protect? Maybe I should Calm Mind up again since Gyarados can't do much right here. Because he might try to put me out of berry range. I would 100% protect Gyarados because I think you expect me to Muddy Water and knock out your Arcanine, and then you can bring Nihilego next to Gyarados. I'm Calm Minding again. I'm Calm Minding again. Oh, no, he just goes for Waterfall. Okay. Oh, that does so much. No, if I Muddy Watered, I auto-won. Flare Blitz is gonna come out. Target down my Hariyama. Well, if I flinched here, I would have lost. Let's see. Was not expecting my opponent just to do that. Okay, I get the Calm Mind up. So, non-illegal Sludge Bomb is manageable now. Yeah, it's going to come down to how much Waterfall plus Extreme Speed plus Sludge Bomb does. Because I'm not sure if I'm able to survive it anymore. Mist disappears from the battlefield. He should Flare Blitz, to be honest, because Flare Blitz does more. And now I'm Muddy Water. I have to live the Flare Blitz plus the Waterfall. Or maybe Extreme Speed. My opponent doesn't know the mechanic. Extreme Speed, okay. That's less damage than Flare Blitz. That does nothing because you're -1. Waterfall. That's gonna be oh no! No, that's definitely game. I should have Muddy Watered the last turn. Should have Muddy Watered the last turn. That is going to be game. Okay, I'm going to look up how much that the calc did. Because to be honest, I do think that Sludge Bomb would knock me out, but I just want to make sure. I'm Bold Feeny though, so I'm pretty sure I would have died to Sludge Bomb. Maybe I should have just went for maybe I should just went for Muddy Water because I think Muddy Water won me the game, but I would have still had to connect to 3 Muddy Waters anyway. Let me just check. Nihilego. I'm guessing it's a modest Nihilego since it's Scarf. Against Tapu Fini. Calm Mind, Tapu Fini. We're Bold. +2. No, we wouldn't have survived. Unless this Tapu Fini has a lot more special defense than I'm calcing, but I don't think it does. Yeah, so the correct play was a Muddy Water. Oh, I just wasn't... I just would... Okay. So why? The reason why I went for the second Calm Mind is I was anticipating the Gyarados to protect, because if I go for Muddy Water there, knock out your Arcanine and your Gyarados, and I have my Berry healing, then I probably would have just won against the Nihilego, barring a crit, because I would have lived +1 special defense. I would have lived against the Sludge Bomb with +1 special defense at like, I would have been what, around 120 something? So I would have definitely lived that. I thought the play from my opponent was sack your Arcanine there, knock out my Hariyama, correct? Then you have your +2 Gyarados next to Nihilego, and then you could Waterfall into Sludge Bomb. Wait, does that play make sense? Oh yeah, because I was wait. Does that play make sense? Waterfall into Sludge Bomb. Would that put me into Berry range? Maybe my opponent did make the correct play. Maybe I'm just not thinking straight, but let me know what you people think in the comment section down below. 2 battles into this episode, but they were pretty long battles, so you know, 30 minutes, I think it's acceptable. That's usually around my time. Hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please leave a like down below. It shows your support. If you want to check out Matt Carter, down below. His Twitter is in the description down below, as well as a link to the QR code team. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much for me. Check out the description for my social medias. Follow me on Twitch because I will be starting live streaming very soon. And yeah, if you want to try out the QR code team, down below in the description as well. They didn't play that well, but we do learn. We do learn, and I think I could have played better. I think I should have just went for that Muddy Water the turn possible. Maybe I shouldn't have got greedy with the Calm Minds. Definitely should have went for Muddy Water. I think there were definitely some plays I could have made better, and I'll be looking back at this video, and I'll definitely be trying to improve for the next time I use this team. See you around in another episode.